it's unmuted. Shush. Hush up. Okay. So, where are we at? Yes! No sound! It has no sound! At last. It works. It does work. 2 months. Kind of dark. Mm-hmm. All right. Ah, dee dee dee. Does it say? Okay. Let me see. Pose. Not to earn drops. Edit. Info. Come on. Drops enabled. Yay. Okay. There we go. All right. Anybody around? I don't see anybody. Hey, V Sin! It's the Sin! Sinsman! Hey, what's up? I finally fixed the do-dinging. How are you? Doing great. Pretty much, just rolling along IAE and stuff. You know how it is, right? Unfortunately. It's been interesting. I'll put it that way. Um, I want to say that the Salvation, it looks like a dang scarab or a what do you call it from Elite Dangerous. It looks like the daggum. What do you call it? The Sidewinder from Elite. That's it. The Sidewinder. If you've ever played Elite Dangerous, it looks like the damn Sidewinder. Oh, what do you got? What do you got? Got a story for me? I'm dreading this, kinda, sorta. Uh oh. Makes me slightly worried. I'm listening though. You make computers, don't you? So a while ago, we got an order for an insane computer. Thing costs like 8 grand. Got a bit of. Oh. Okay. Sounding interesting already. Keep going. Sticker on the back. Ministry of Traffic and Water. Oh, wow. A thing in the Netherlands. That's interesting. Ministry of Water and Traffic. So did the guy get gifted the computer, or do they have to retire machines like that? I don't know. Some countries are different than others. Custom built for the Dutch government. Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's insanity. Like back in the early 90s. So it's like a retired machine. I would. Definitely sounds like something you need to hang on to, too. Yep. I would. Sometimes you can find a lot of people like stuff like that restored, especially like institutions like museums and such. Just saying, like museums and, like historical archives. Because you're talking about something now that's approaching 40. If you can't find a buyer, I'd say restore it to where a museum could store it and show it off for antiquity's sake, 90s is like 40 plus years ago now, man. They don't make stuff like that no more, right? Just saying. Well, true, but by the way, are my drops enabled vSyn just out of curiosity? Does it say they are enabled for you? Hope it is. Okay, go into your inventory and have a look. It should tell you. that if you're earning something, yeah, for like the armor and stuff, should be enabled. Yeah, no worries. I think I do have it enabled. I'll just have to check. Let me check my settings real quick. Yeah, no worries. I'm making sure drops are enabled though. Yeah, they're enabled. You're good. Just whenever you log in, it'll enable. Yep. That's it. That's it. Yeah. That's it, dude. Yeah, I think you do, sadly. Yeah, I'm Zyron. That's me. That's my game handle. Yep. Here, I'll put a. I'll look for it. Make sure that link works. Would you please? Hmm. Oops. Dead beef. Must be a new guy. Oh yeah, you've been here for a while. Dude, that thing is awesome. That stuff is awesome looking. Wow. I would. I would. Oh my gosh. Now, we're going to go through the videos from yesterday because there's a lot of them. Some of them more entertaining than others. Oh. By the way, Subliminal thinks that the Salvation is ugly. I think it's cute. I think it's a cute, cuddly little bug. It looks like a freaking, what do you call it? Let's see. So where do we start? We have this, the Perseus, the Salvation. Oh, we have a bunch of videos. Wow. Talking Shop, RSI Perseus. Okay. Okay. We're going to start with this video. Hold on. Nice job, VSEN. So you're going to have it up and running, right?
What makes this place different?
You feel that too, right? Well, I could ramble on about hopeful horizons, chasing some distant dream. But the simple truth is, this place is different because it was made different. It was built by us. A people with one purpose, I guess. Yeah, a purpose. To just live free.
Yep. Levski. Finally home again.
You see, no one hands this sort of life to you. It's worked for, even fought for, by us. And those who came before us. People with the will to grab this kind of freedom from an unrelenting grip. That's what I mean when I say this place was made. I don't mean the buildings or the rocks. Just look around. It ain't polished. It sure as hell ain't pretty.
Looks good
But
to
it's
me.
real. It's free. And it's ours.
Video Uno. And the next one. There we go. We're going to do these kind of out of order. This video is a work of art.
Captain, you better get out here. We're picking up a distress call.
Have you never been to Levski before, Beeson? Oh, wait. It's before your time, right? Here's the Perseus. Oh, okay. Look at those guns. Size 8 cannons.
Reading multiple contacts.
Polaris is getting waylaid. Yeah. From what I understand, though, the lag is significantly lower now. It's not 2 frames per second, it's more like 20. Which I'll take 20 to 30, you know, over 2 to 10. Oh, it did. Things are about to go from bad to worse. Sin, have you ever seen a Vandal capital ship before? Here it comes. Yep, here it comes, the Marauder. Check this out. They're showing their hand. Yeehaw! Right? Yeah, SPF. Yeah, that's fun. There's a basketball court in
Our
this
side
ship.
Perseus is a big ship for big fights, but you're not quite ready for capitals yet.
It's a heavy gunship that focuses on heavy turret firepower. A gunship is a ship that's capable of engaging and targeting other ships at the same time, which provides a way for players to take control of an area and engage multiple threats simultaneously rather than...
Not that I
dogfight
blame
you.
focused on one at a time.
So a heavy gunship is when the ship gets a little bit more bulky, gets a lot more defensive, and is designed to tackle...
What do you think I have one? I bought it
Some
at
of the larger threats it's ideal
565.
for targeting would be things like constellations and that sort of size ships.
The RSI Perseus is like a classic RSI design. It's a really large, long, very menacing looking ship. We've got this pointy, classic warship aesthetic.
Entirely, it really feels like a solid ship, able to go into battle, and it's well protected. It's heavy duty, and it looks badass.
It also looks like a Star Destroyer to me.
The thrusters on the rear, again, we've built on what RSI is known for, with these kind of large thrusters that are out on the sails at either side.
Back when we introduced Perseus as a concept, its role in the game was to be a sort of mirror of the Aegis Hammerhead, where the Hammerhead was designed as a heavy gunship for screening smaller fighter craft, whereas the Perseus was for engaging larger threats.
So when the Perseus was originally announced, it had size 7 weapons. As times went on and other larger ships have entered the game, we felt it didn't fit the rule well enough anymore to be size 7s. That's why it's been upgraded to size 8 weapons.
Yep.
These are manned and capable of full 360 traversal, and then there's a slew of point defense turrets throughout the ship as well to provide protection against incoming missiles and torpedoes.
And they're fully interchangeable, like all the other PDTs in game, such as the missile one that came out with the Idris K, along with the ballistic Gatling variant that's coming with the MDC in a few days.
There are also smaller size 3 remote turrets that can be controlled from the bridge.
That was a juggling act because that was not in the concept, so we had to incorporate all of those weapons together, but not break the silhouette of the concept in a destructive way. So
I was gonna
think
say
we
Pillar of
maintained
Autumn,
the
maybe?
silhouette generally, but also added the necessary functionality to match the expected turret experience that came from Squadron. There was a lot of moving parts, pun intended, with that, where the whole turret had to literally
It reminds
extend
me of the
when
Pillar
you
of
sit in it,
Autumn.
for
Or
the fact
maybe
that the
another
seat and the
Halo
turret pivots
ship
needed to be
because
lined
of
up on
design.
the y-axis.
Maybe I'm
so
crazy.
that's why they transform once you sit in them. The player won't notice, but that was to actually make it so
You
the
know what I
pivots line
mean,
up so when you tilt
Vison?
your seat is tilting at the same angle as the turret that's next to you.
Can you hear me okay, by the way? Yes, no, kinda.
The Polaris's major punch is the torpedo, whereas the Perseus' major punch are the guns. And the guns have no range limit, so you just go right down the throat of the Polaris, and you're pummeling
Just
it
making
and
sure,
destroying it
'cause-
quite quickly. You can't really be stopped. But the Perseus does have...
Don't say you can't really be stopped. Because you say that, and then they're going to nerf it 5 days later.
Okay, you can be stopped by good tactics and smartitude.
This is what I have to work with, people.
So there are multiple different ways.
That was funny. I have to admit, Jared, that was funny. That was funny.
So you have the docking collar, which allows you to connect to stations. You have the personnel lift, which allows you to enter the ship without depressurizing the cargo hold. And then you have the main lift that you can put people or vehicles on to get into the actual ship. All of them bring you into the large cargo hold area that let you quickly navigate to the other parts of the ship.
Compared to the original concept, we've made some minor interior changes just to improve the flow throughout the ship.
Sometimes what we find is when we're tackling the ships with a large interior space, we want to make sure that the interior has all the functionality that we want, and sometimes that does have some layout changes.
The cargo bay, since the concept has been increased to 96 SCU, and the layout of it is pretty favorable in terms of putting vehicles in. You can put things up to, say, rover-sized vehicles in there. And this does allow you to run cargo missions, although that is not the ideal of this ship.
in this space, we really tried to convey the
Oh
structure
yeah,
of the
people
ship.
are
So one of
going
the
to
things
use
that
it as
we
a heavily
evolved slightly from
armed
the original
cargo
concept
ramp.
was these
Mark my
large structural
words.
beams. They tie the walls, the floors, the ceilings all together.
People are going to use it as a cargo
ramp.
ramp.
The ship. It really
Like
conveys the
heavily
where it takes
armed
hits,
cargo
it's
ramp.
going to survive.
I love the nautical theme to it, and we tried to create that aesthetic inside the ship where we labeled everything similar to an actual military ship. When I toured the Midway
Hey,
down in
Squirrel
San Diego,
Lord,
and
what's
when I
up,
was visiting
man?
the Bar Citizen, I met a lot of former Navy guys, and they said, yeah, we have, you know, labels and
Good to
arrows
see
pointing
ya.
every which way, so when you're in a big ship, you never get lost.
Are you having difficulty
I'm
too?
the one who put in the basketball hoop.
Why?
Yeah, because the concept artist had this, you know, this harebrained scheme, and hopefully the fans will make use of it. I mean, I was able to shoot hoops successfully in there.
If you turn left in the cargo area, right in front of you, you've got the torpedo loading areas. So on the lower deck, that is where you access actually loading the torpedoes in.
We changed the concept
Yes,
entirely. Instead
I
of
don't
enclosed
blame
flights,
ya.
It's an open bay.
I hear
where
that.
It's this
I hear
V-shape,
that.
and you can load all 20 and visibly see every single torpedo. The reasoning is versus the Polaris, where that system, you sort of load the torpedoes, but then it tucks under, then you can't see them anymore.
That's really
That
weird.
interfered with the ability to
A lot of
unload and
people have been
reload.
having
So
login
that was the
issues
critical,
for a while now.
change versus the Polaris.
And then
I don't
on
know
the
what the
upper
deal
deck,
is.
That's where you have the fire control. That full section there is really kind of dedicated to just blowing things up.
Oh, you're in. Good
It's
job.
very atmospheric in there. It feels like you're really in the heart of this big machine. Slightly further ahead of that, you've then got the turret access, and that gives you access to one of the manned turrets. If you're in the cargo area, you turn towards the rear of the ship. On the lower deck, we've got the engineering area. That's where you've got all your core important ship items that allow the ship to function. On the middle floor of the rear of the ship is where our habitation area is. It's got a shared bunk area, typical of what you would expect on a military ship. And then off of this
See you later,
area, we've
Squirrel
got
Lord.
a small bathroom, and then we've also got some storage for your weapons and also your armors. So at the top of the ship, we've got the captain's quarters, right in the heart of operations, so they can go straight out of the captain's quarters and straight into the bridge.
And a new entrance exit airlock behind the bridge, protected by 3 doors for security for quicker EVA access.
What do you expect to happen on this thing?
What do I expect to happen on this thing?
That you have increased security on the bridge.
They added a door behind the bridge because they got bored of getting out of the ship and taking forever. But then I pointed out you just put a weak spot right behind the bridge. So they put 3 doors. You have to breach 3 doors to get through. So it's not easy to get in, but easy to get out.
And then at the front, obviously, we've got the main flight deck.
That's funny.
The bridge has 3 seats, one gunner, one co-pilot, and the pilot one. It has a really nice view when you get on the pilot seat, and it's
So the pilot is technically the captain, if I'm following VSIN, right?
Distance to old battleships, you've got views all around the front half of the ship, so it's a really nice place to be. I think the ship's great. I think the North American team did a fantastic job of looking at what we delivered with the Polaris and taking on board some of the feedback. I know there was a lot of feedback around navigation and signage, and set a really nice standard of we've listened, and this is kind of the new and improved.
I think it's going to be a combat-defining ship. We're going to see a big change in the way that people fight each other. It's a ship designed to actually put pressure on some of the larger ships if you crew them. I'm super excited to see how the Perseus and the Hammerhead work together next year in the upcoming tactical strike groups. The ship's almost designed to work in tandem with each other.
Across the board, very happy with it.
Hammerhead.
It's been quite a long-awaited concept to in-game, and I think we've massively improved upon what was originally promised, and just the styling of it is just cool.
Good job, guys. So, that's video number 3 out of 5. And next is the Salvation. which looks like a
Starships are
scuttlebug.
important because they are the entryway into a career that you may not necessarily have thought you want to play. So having them be this low-cost entry
Danger,
point allows you to
you
try
know.
more game loops and gameplay styles. Starships are also important to have a sense of progression through the ship lineup. You need that entry point and then progressions into more advanced and expansive ships throughout that universe. We're proud to introduce the entry-level salvage ship, the RSI Salvation.
The RSI Salvation
so
is the
tiny.
new salvage starter.
I mean,
from the
that thing
manufacturer
has to
RSI.
be smaller
It's
than
the first
a
ship off the
Arrow.
production line for that profession in the game.
The Salvation
This
is for
thing
those
has
players
to
who
be
want to get
smaller
into
than
the
an
salvage career, or those who are sort of being curious about it but wanted an easy way into that loop. This allows you to access the new RMC and salvage changes very easily.
RSI Salvation is a beautiful compact solo ship.
Definitely a good way of getting your foot in the door if you want to do a bit of salvaging. But you don't want a big boy like the Reclaimer because it's way too big and you need lots of people. Or you want a bit more reliability than the Vulture because it's Drake. Drake's not reliable. I love Drake, but it's not.
It's a very
You
small
still there,
purpose-built
Sin?
ship. We wanted it to look strong, but quite stubby. It was a balance between
The reason
making
I
it
ask
feel
is there's a
industrial, feel
surprise
functional,
for
and
you.
strong.
If you wanted
When you
Jax
first
to
look at it, the first thing you're
return,
gonna
our
notice is
wish
these
was
structural elements that
granted.
are like an external roll cage that wrap around either side of the ship.
He
and they're
returned
kind of
in voice
cocooning
form,
all the
but he
functional
returned
bits.
nonetheless
On either
this
side, we've
year.
got these fins
It
that
is
open
a
up, so when
happy
you go into
year
salvage mode, there's
indeed.
like
Yes,
somewhere
it
for it
is.
to like release its energy, release its heat that it's not needing.
And you've got a
After
big
this
tank
video,
that
I'll show
processes
you it.
all the material to then squish it into the crates.
It's a single seater. You get in through the front bit, you deploy your salvage arms, and they just pop out either side of you.
This
You've got
thing
no
is
visibility
cool.
Of, you know, both
It's a
what you're trying to
compact
salvage, but
micro
also the
salvager.
mechanisms that are doing the salvaging for you.
Salvage generally starts with the.
I can
scraping
literally
of the
see
hull,
about
salvation
5 or
engine
10 of
carrying
these things
bespoke
swarming
salvage
out
scrapers.
of a
And
larger
then there's
ship.
little grills on those arms which do the fracturing. And inside of those arms, you've got the bit that does the fracturing and the disintegrating.
We wanted the player to know kind of what modes they're in. So when you're in scraping mode or fracturing
could do a
mode,
cutlass?
we've got these.
Oh, I
beams and
like
blows
this one
down
too.
inside Just to let you know what's
It's
going on.
it.
And then
It's
round the
small,
rear of the ship,
it's compact.
It's all dedicated to salvage space.
Look at that.
Once you've scraped
It's
the hull,
perfect
you
for
can
the
fracture
beginning
hull, and
salvager.
The salvage has a built-in auto loader, which provides
I
the
bought the
crates of
starter
goods
package
and
because it has a
stores them onto
limited
the
paint
exterior of the ship.
you can't get
It's
anywhere
6
else.
SCU grid at the rear, and that just holds your individual containers
Oh yeah,
of salvage material.
there's no way this
It
wouldn't fit in the
comes with,
C2. It's so
two weapons
small.
to protect you in your missions. It also has a weapon rack and utility rack, so you will be ready for any threats in your job.
The paints
You hear
are
the
very
paints?
pretty. RSI is a lot more.
That's my favorite paint. The orange, white, and black. This is Alpha Vindicator paint look-alike. Remember the Alpha Vindicator from Xeno? This is a homage to the Alpha Vindicator Mustang paint. That's why I bought the starter package, because it came with this paint.
Refined in its style. It wants you to feel more luxurious with doing mundane different tasks. So they took an industrial role and they went, hey, let's make it look cool.
It's very built for function.
You simply just get in it, go do the salvage mission. There's no onboard amenities like a bed. You do the
It's
salvage
small,
and
it's
then you come back.
compact.
Very happy with how the salvation turned out. It's a lot of ship in a small package.
It treads that line between being, it feels strong, it feels tough, it's still quite cute. At least in my opinion, it's quite cute. I think it's like a nice little ship.
I really like this ship because I pay lots of time to create lots of detail on it. So yeah, I really like this ship. This is my best job. For now.
He just looks like a little disc that wants to hug you. With his little arms.
Looks like a UFO. Kinda, sorta. Now I have a surprise for you, my friend. The fun is about to begin. Now, this thing is stupid as hell.
We are live. Wait, are we live? Plug the thing in. The light is blinking. I've got it.
Sorry.
We are on. Coming to you live from deep within the bowels of Levski, broadcast from a slightly sketchy satellite.
Wow.
It's the ship show that tells it.
Okay, we're gonna skip there. Here we go.
I didn't escape that crooked pyro faction just.
Here he comes.
Sorry, folks. We'll be back in.
I said you can come back. I demand satisfaction, sir. I didn't escape that crooked pyro faction just to be ignored in a more civilized system.
I'm really sorry, guys.
Yeah, sure you are.
I told them they had to wait at the front desk, but they both.
We've waited long enough. We're late to IAE, and we're very important. Shh, Jimmy, they don't know that.
Holy Sheehan ball bags. He's alive.
Guys, we're on air. What's going on?
I don't know where you were trained in customer service, but...
Customer service?
Wait, is that a mic? Is this some kind of show?
Sir, you aren't supposed to be back.
Lexi, do you know who this is?
Obviously not.
This is Jax McCleary. Niels, why didn't you say that?
Look, who now? You told me to tell him to shove his ship right up his ass.
What? I never said that. If I had known it was Jax McCleary, this man is a legend. Galactic Gear? Galactic Tour? The IAE Whitley's Guide? Need I go on?
Well said. Some respect at last. I knew the people of Levski were on the right side of the system. Didn't catch your name.
Oh, I'm Gale. This is Lex. We do this little unofficial show out of the back of the shop.
Great, Dale, but I really just need to get my ship fixed and be on our way. As you seem to know, the IAE is already in full swing over in Horizon, and I'm missing at least 7 lavish manufacturer parties with open bars and top-notch hors d'oeuvres as we speak. Oh, you're right, Jimmy. Think of the double dogs.
What's the problem with your ship?
It's either a bad cooler or a busted propulsion thruster. Right as usual, Jimmy, possibly both.
Niels, could you have Marnie take a look?
I think Marnie's on break.
Like yesterday?
You got it.
Okay, bye, Niels.
You're so funny, Lex.
We really appreciate it, Kale. And sorry if we came on a little strong. We aren't accustomed to waiting.
That's okay.
And I didn't realize you were recording back here.
This is nothing. It's barely a show. It's really more Lexi's little hobby.
What? We've got a semi-cult following.
You guys are covering the IAE?
Well, we're certainly not officially sanctioned. We're just gearheads talking shop at the end of the day.
I see what you did there, Lexi.
Just do my best.
Yeah, our coverage is nothing compared to your body of work.
Yes. Well, it's always nice to be recognized for hard work, isn't that right, Jimmy? Exactly. Well,
The man
if you
is
guys
bad.
suppose I could share a few good sound bites.
Oh,
Did we ask?
we would be honored.
Would we?
I'm a bit of a celebrity around these things, presenting and whatnot. So, you know, there are lots of autographs to sign, videos to snap and all of that. Remember correctly? I think they changed where the bath folds and...
Shelf alternative
Hey,
to
guys.
save them.
Sorry to interrupt, but Marnie says it's definitely the thruster. But the bad news is we don't have a compatible unit in stock.
We'll be missing a few more days of the...
You weren't invited.
Just wait till you hear Jimmy's rendition of Full Burn. Stop being modest, Jim. It's stunning. Every time.
So, are we just like ending the episode?
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Singing helmet on, Jim.
Hey! Jax!
Jimmy!
Jimmy!
You're singing.
I'll get the first round in.
Well, till next time, listeners.
You've been listening to Talking Shop, brought to you from Levski and the Nick System, with hosts Lexi Marlowe and Gail Kessler. This is an independent show and doesn't not reflect the views of Teacher's Ship Shop.
Okay. I love how Jax is strolled in there and basically, yeah. Jax, we love you, buddy, pal. But man, woo. Not a good moment for Jax, but still, that was awesome. That was hilarious. Honestly. I don't know what to think of that. That was funny. Funnier than I thought it'd be. I mean, that's side-splitting sad. I feel sorry for that. Jax is always good. They brought back Jax. Jax being back is a good thing. Oh, whoops. Ooh, shoot. Hang on. There we go. Okay. Jax being back is always a good thing. So, yeah. I found that particularly interesting. Yes. Jax is always good. Yeah, I agree. At the same time, Jax literally gate crashed another podcast. Yeesh. Homeboy. Homie, that's not cool, but yeah. I don't like how he did that, but yeah. I don't blame him for being a little upset. Yep. Jax is good. He's always funny. Hilarious. I just wish we could see him in person this year. That would have been better. But no, everybody's all, stiffed out on stuff this year, so that wasn't going to happen. Of course not. I'm just glad they brought him back. That was hilarious and funny. Is this a Mike show? What do you think? Right? Wait. Right? Like, what do you think, McCleary? So, anything else you're eyeballing this IAE VSIN? Or nothing really? Hold on, I missed what was going on earlier in the week. Oh, yeah, you're okay. Oh man. Well, yeah, it does happen. You're good. You're good. No worries, man. Yeah, I've even though I'm buying more ships and stuff, basically I haven't had a real chance to knuckle down in a few months cuz I started school. Yeah. I started school in January. I'm working on probably this is my third semester going into my fourth. So computers and data analytics at the moment. I'm also going to throw in some business type stuff. That way I can potentially run my own business. You know, they like that kind of thing if you know what you're actually talking about, you know? What is to that? I'm going to be right back. I'm going to take care of something and I'll be right back, man. I'm back. Sorry about that. Seems like I'm having kind of a slow year with a lifetime. What's a good movie? Depends on what you're interested in, man. Like for what? Anime? Huh. That's a good question. One of the best movies I've seen recently that's non-anime probably would have been A Working Man, I guess. Had a good ending too. Unlike a lot of these stupid ones, it's a Jason Statham film. Statham's films are usually pretty solid, you know what I mean? Usually. By the way, they've already announced the cards for 4.5. Engineering is tentative. Fire hazards are tentative. Physical helmets are tentative. New barrel attachments tentative. Vulcan render improvements tentative. FPS AI tentative. And new hairstyles tentative. Just so you know. A lot of tentative stuff updated. Lots of tentative. That's weird. Do, 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 do. Nice job. Wow. Sorry I'm being so quiet. The clock hug. Damn, I haven't posted an actual video in man. Coughing my guts out. Ugh. Sorry. Ugh. What? Uh-oh. Everybody? Huh. Yeah, I might have to start doing some things to drum up some views. I'm not really doing too good. Yep. What time is it? Okay. Huh. Huh. So, I'm just about everywhere, chat, just so you know. Fluttering around here. Oh. It is frick. Run a little bit. Started me out around 162. So I'm about 20 followers higher on YouTube. Need to start posting more videos. Yeah. Kind of one of those days where it's just chill, quiet, and nobody's really on the computer. I bet a lot of people are traveling at the moment. Not that I blame them, you know, it's getting near the holiday season, pretty much. It is. Jeez. I am probably going to have surely not. I am probably going to have surely not. I might be on later tonight, probably to that. We'll see. I might be on later tonight, probably to we'll see. Wow. Terrible view, right? All right. Hey, VSIN, here in about 10 or 11 minutes, I'm going to have to get off here to go check out my ailing grandmother. She's developing dementia and she lives in a nearby city. I have about a 40-minute trip down to her. So I hate to jump and run, and it sucks, but honestly, I don't know how much longer I'm going to have her. And it really, really bites. But I'm going to try to at least hang on another 10 minutes to round out 30. Then come back tonight and probably actually game a bit. I'm hoping. Probably on my main computer. Maybe I can get some of my compadres to come with me too. Mm-hmm. Huh. Shit. I'm going to finish up 6 minutes more. And get some game. Yeah. I'll grab it on the way back to town. Okay. So. Who's here? Stuff. Hmm. What? With the Ow. Hmm. That's funny. Okay. Anyways, chat. Let's see. I don't know yet. I'm debating jumping off here and going south here in a few minutes. I have a grandmother who lives in the next city over. She doesn't get very many visitors. She's got dementia. She's getting older, and I am the only grandson probably within about 60 miles of her. So I need to subconsciously and seriously take a serious effort in stepping up and taking care of her. My grandmother Taylor was always there for me, so I do love her a good deal. I know that's sappy and dumb to hear, but I don't want to hear it. I mean, I love my grandmother. I probably have very little time left with her. She's pushing 90. I'm going to miss her when she's gone. A lot. Sorry to get emotional. You know, it's just, you know. You won't know, you'll miss everything when it's gone. Always heard that somewhere. Serious. Yeah. 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 Family is a big tenet to what keeps me going. It is. Family is a big tenet to what keeps me going. So I've been streaming since about 12/11. All right. I am probably going to send you guys off somewhere. I don't know who's streaming right now. I'm going to raid a channel that's also doing the, let's see, following. Let's raid somebody who's also doing the drops enabled. I'm going to raid Meyer, who I've never raided, if I can. Go give Meyer a follow. Thank you guys, 07, and have a great day. And I will see you guys probably later tonight. Later, guys.